how you doing?
Hello everyone. We are back for another video on the Halo series. While doing my last video, I figured it would be worthwhile to react to the official Halo Season 2 trailer. If you watched my last video, which I'll try to pop on screen right now, you'll know I absolutely despise this show, as an adaptation and by its own merits. If you want to know more about what I think about this show, go give it a watch after this one. Since Season 2 is going to be covering the fall of Reach, I figured it might be fitting to have some Halo Reach gameplay while I do my talking bits, and then obviously show the trailer while the trailer's going. And with that, there's no need for a long intro, so let's just dive right in and see what in the floopy hell is going on in this universe, and see what kind of conversations this can start.
People of Reach. I bring you blessings. Know that I am the instrument of your extinction.
Okay, what the hell did you just say? I'm going to have to turn on subtitles. Oh great, there are no subtitles. Let's listen again.
Know that I am the instrument of your extinction.
Nope, still missed it. Okay, let's risk damaging my ears and turn this shit up. I'll spare you the volume increase, but I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Know that I am the instrument of your extinction.
Know that I had something at the end of your extinction. Okay, I really don't have it. You know when you write something down, no matter how shitty it's said, you can still understand it? I think that's what happened here. They all knew what she said, so they just ran with it. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit. Let's try one more time.
Know that I am the instrument of your extinction.
Alright, I got nothing. Let's just carry on.
Know that I am death.
Know that I am Beth. No, I'm just kidding. She said death. I just thought it would be funny if she had this super intense introduction as Beth, a character that nobody has ever heard of or ever existed in Halo. It was a bad joke, I'm sorry, alright? Okay, I do kind of like that shot.
Sometimes events are beyond our control.
Yeah, like when you're being totally overrun by an alien race hell-bent on destroying you and your entire species. You don't really have a whole lot of control there. I have to agree with you. It was a really good line.
And in those moments...
Ah, it's my boy Niklaus from the originals and Vampire Diaries. I watched all of Vampire Diaries with my wife. He was probably my favorite actor and character in that show. So it's cool seeing him get some work.
We save what we can.
Well, yeah, that was literally like the whole point of the game Halo Reach, but I have a feeling that this TV show's not going to live up to that game's expectations. We'll put it that way.
Look at your faces. I do not see defeat. No!
Alright, that was a weak-ass no, sir. I was in the crayon-eating branch of the military, and I know all about getting fucking hyped when your captain is motivating you. Maybe do another take? No, that's probably asking too much.
And I do not see surrender. You will not make the stand alone.
It's not enough to get Master Chief fighting with a face cam in his helmet, or fighting with his helmet off, or putting it on to drive a warthog for 5 minutes and then taking it off again. Now we gotta have Master Chief fighting in regular fatigues. I just don't get it, man. Like, what the fuck? They'd rather have Master Chief not in his Master Chief armor. When you get an insane power boost from that armor, like, Spartans are strong. Master Chief is strong without the armor. I don't remember exactly what the power boost is, but that armor gives you an insane power boost, speed boost, and then obviously the physical armor and the energy shields on them. I mean, why wouldn't you fight with that? Why would you risk getting shot in the face when you have an energy shield that can take a bullet and a plasma blast? It's just so extremely advantageous to wear the damn armor. This is a war against aliens. a lot of which are stronger than humans. Like, just put it on. Not to mention, because they decided to take Halo in a completely different direction, Master Chief is now the only person that can interact with the Keystone, and they want to find Halo because they don't know Halo fucking kills them too, and they want to use it to try to kill the Covenant. I hope that's not what they actually do, but right now that's what the humans want to do. They want to find Halo and use it as a weapon to stop the Covenant. Master Chief is the only person in existence that can use the Keystone. So why the hell are they letting him engage in combat? In reality, he would be in the most locked down fortress until they found Halo. They fucked themselves by making him so special, by making him this blessed one. 1 in 500 million. Absolutely ridiculous odds. But if they were gonna let him fight because he's such a good fighter, there is no way in hell they would be letting him take off his helmet in a combat zone. I mean, give me a fucking break. If he dies, from their perspective, they are fucked. He should not be allowed to do any of this. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand why they want Master Chief helmetless or just outside of his armor all the fucking time. Like, they're so dead set on showing Pablo's face when he's not even that good of an actor. The reason Tony Stark has a face cam is because it's, I can't believe I have to say this, but it's so we can watch Robert Downey Jr. act and emote. Because he's fucking RDJ. Pablo Schreiber is very mid. Like, yeah, he worked hard to get in a really good shape, probably hopped on a little juice, but, like, he's no Tom Cruise, he's no RDJ. We don't need to see his face. Also with Iron Man in the comics, he had a face that we always saw. Master Chief's never had his face revealed in Halo, ever. We've been playing these games for over 20 years. All true fans know that if Master Chief removes his helmet, underneath is just another helmet. And then we finally get a face reveal, and it's this asshole that's... I don't really want to call him an asshole, but I'm going to call him an asshole. It's this asshole that's clearly never played the games before, and has recently had an interview where he was basically like, fuck off, you don't like our show if you don't like me not wearing my helmet. You don't understand why you wear the helmet in the first place, Pablo. And since you're being kind of a dick about it, I gave you the benefit of the doubt in the first season. I said he's just an actor. I'm not going to get mad at him. It's all about the showrunners and the producers and definitely the writers. But now that Pablo Schreiber is over here saying dumb shit like, you can't connect with a character unless you see his face. Like we didn't connect with Master Chief or Darth Vader or like... You know what? I might just respond to that article in a video because there's a lot to be said there. I'm not going to get into it right now. You're just wrong, Pablo. You're just wrong. Also, I don't know if this Keyes actor is like a bad actor or if he's just phoning it in. I don't really know anything about the guy, but this motivational speech is pretty shit. Something that was really cool in the Halo games was everybody knew what their job was. Everybody knew what the mission was, and they seemed to regroup and make a plan very quickly because they'd been fighting the Covenant for so long. They didn't have to have this big emotional speech about, we're not going to be fighting alone, and I don't see any quit in your eyes. I mean, Sergeant Johnson gave some pretty good speeches in the Halo games. Another thing that kind of annoys me is Master Chief standing there looking kind of depressed while Keyes is talking. The Spartans have always been hyper mission focused. They barely acknowledge the death of their comrades. Like, you know that they're sad, you can read it in their body language, you can read it in how they talk, the tone of their voice, all of the little things, but they're very reserved and headstrong and warriors first, and not emotional little bitches like John Halo. In Halo Reach, they succeed in blowing up the supercarrier after George sacrifices himself, and then when over 300 Covenant cruisers and corvettes come through slipspace, they don't bitch about it at all. They just move on to the next mission because they know exactly what they have to do. And bitching about it's not going to change anything. So I don't know why Master Chief is just standing there looking like a pathetic little whipped dog. Like, he's a fucking Spartan. He's a genetically enhanced super soldier. They shoved an emotional pellet up his butt and he popped it out with a K-bar.
We have something the enemy does not. We have heroes.
Okay, hold the fuck on. Hard pause here, because I have some shit to say. I really hate the idea, in the first season, that humans are so super duper fucking special. Driving that theme home with a literal scene of John Halo saying, "We're special." Are you really telling me that an entire alien organization capable of developing the technology and social structure they have aren't special? Are you really telling me that they have no heroes among them? That's absolute nonsense. What was Arbiter? He was a hero shipmaster, stripped of his rank after failure, and became a hero during the Covenant Civil War. So, shipmaster talking about how his elites' lives matter to him doesn't mean anything? Oh yeah, you guys didn't play the games. There are absolutely heroes on the Covenant's side. Before the schism, from their perspective, they would be heroes. And after the schism, they would absolutely be heroes from our perspective. Arbiter goes on an amazing arc in Halo 2 and is a far better character than anyone in this piece of shit series. Man, it's just an extremely close-minded mentality to completely disregard the possibility of any of the aliens in Halo possessing the ability of being heroic by their own right. From their point of view...
You, the Jedi, are evil!
Oh, sorry. From their perspective, they are absolutely the heroes in this war. They have heroes in their ranks. This is fucking crazy, but they aren't motivated to kill us because they're evil! It's a bit more complicated than that. The Sangheili, or the elites for people who don't know what that means, are a prideful warrior race. They honor those who are courageous and victorious in battle. They have female elites, they mate, they love, they die for one another. They basically have all the same core characteristics we have, they just bark and do weird shit a lot. From their perspective...
You, the Jedi, are evil!
Shit, I'm sorry, that clip keeps sneaking in here. From their perspective, that stuff is normal. And we're the weird ones. Moving on, the Grunts are an entire topic on their own. They were one of the races that the Covenant went to war with and indoctrinated them into their religion. There was an entire side story in a Halo book I read forever ago with a Grunt and an engineer defecting from the Covenant, and they gave the little guy way more character than anybody in this show, but humans are just super special. A prophet mentions a Grunt rebellion in a cutscene in Halo 2, implying that the Grunts are capable enough to disagree with something in the Covenant political and religious structure, to the point where they formed an entire rebellion. One that, if not for the Arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago. The Hunters bond with their partners for life, and are clearly not automatons. This isn't like the aliens in Independence Day. I love that movie, but I'm just saying we're dealing with an entirely different concept here. Fuck, man. These writers are just dumb. I seriously hate that they have the opportunity to make this. Give it to Henry Cavill. Fuck. Let me and some of my huge Halo fan nerd buddies do it. But... Alright, let's carry on. Oh, look. John Halo actually has his helmet on. Wow. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Holy shit.
The battle ends. They just call it a victory. And say it was because of me.
Aw, damn. That didn't last very long. I'm not surprised, though.
Because of something I did.
Or something you are. Something you can't see.
A faggot. No, I'm just kidding. I know that word's...
That's a hate word, and it's insensitive to butt pirates.
But you feel it.
Oh, see, you get it? You get it? Rise from the fall. Because it's Reach, the fall of Reach. I got that. I'm picking up what you're putting down, writers. Stop touching Marty O'Donnell's music.
You son of a bitch!
No, seriously, fuck off with Martin O'Donnell's music. You don't deserve it. I mean, that's pretty ironic to say, because you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve John. You don't deserve Cortana. You don't deserve anything from the Halo universe. You just shouldn't be writing this show. Using the music is just adding insult to injury, so, like, actually fuck you guys. You basically told the fans to fuck off, so I don't feel bad telling you to go fuck yourself. You are shitting on the shoulders of giants. You're hacks. You're fucking hacks. You think you're very good at your job, but you suck.
You suck!
Alright. So that was the trailer. Let's get the positives out of the way. It looks so fucking good. Okay, no, for real. Its looks, like its action and CGI, are pretty good. They're better than the last season for sure. I mean, these are only trailer bits, so you can't know for certain. Now with the bad to the neutral, they're obviously ripping off The Fall of Reach, and will most definitely be doing whatever the hell they want with it. I speculate that they'll introduce Johnson in this season. I don't get why they would race swap Daddy and Daughter Keys, but not put Johnson in yet, who is definitely a fan favorite. A spin-off series with Johnson and the Arbiter would be awesome. They don't get a whole lot of time together in the games, but man, Johnson just has so much charisma. Him and Arbiter could just have a hell of a time. I don't actually want this in like a high production fashion. I definitely don't want these fucksticks behind the Halo TV series doing it. I'm thinking more of like a comedy thing. Maybe John Graham, John CJG, the creator of RB and the Chief, if he got like a Johnson action figure and he did it, that'd be pretty fucking hilarious. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Thinking about this show kind of turns my brain into mush. Like I said, I'm super annoyed that they said the Covenant doesn't have heroes from their perspective, because they absolutely would. I mentioned it in a previous video I made, but even if this season is fucking amazing, it's still built on all of the shitty, terrible, and stupid groundwork of the first season. I mean, I hope it's good, but how in the hell do you expect to wash the taste of Season 1 out of our mouths? What would be the justification if John Halo starts acting like Master Chief? It wouldn't make sense at this point. You can't have the way John Halo acted in the first season all of a sudden become Master Chief. They're two totally different people. So like I said, short of a complete retcon, it just wouldn't work. Let's not forget Pablo basically telling the fans to fuck off when it comes to not wearing the helmet. That's not going to sit well. I'm not going to get super into the helmet thing because I think I might make a whole video on that. Yeah, show looks like shit. The first season was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Watching it sent me in a media phase depression. I'm not trying to be overdramatic here, like my real life was good, but you can only get TLJ'd so many times before you just go, fuck it. I'm going back in time. So I spent the next year going through all of my favorite video games and movies since I was a child. It was that big of a hit to me. So I would not mind ripping into this show. I really don't want to see it, but I kind of, there's this little part of me that has this morbid curiosity. I kind of want to rip it a new asshole. Part of me thinks I might just watch it and review it episode by episode. I'm not committing. This isn't a promise, but I definitely have an inkling. So yeah, thanks for coming by to see my trailer reaction. This has been Trash Pandalorian. Trash Pando for short. I think that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed the video. I shall catch you guys and gals at the next one. And in the famous words of Niklaus, when it comes to the Halo show, let's just
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off!